Hey guys, it is cycle day 11 and today when I took the Clear Blue Advanced Fertility Monitor, I got a flashing smiley face, which means that ovulation is just around the corner. I haven't been feeling much of anything. No, really my boobs aren't sore. I have been having some cramping in my groin mostly. Well, it's on both sides. It really gets really crampy a lot if I've been standing for a while or if I've been sitting for a while. So as long as I just change positions frequently, it seems to be helping a lot. I had a not a lot of mucus. I did start taking Mucinex to maybe help with that a little bit. I also have been having quite a stuffy nose, which last year when it happened and I was taking the Mucinex, I got a lot of mucus, and what I got was very fertile, and we ended up with a pregnancy that cycle, so hopefully maybe that will work this cycle. I did just take an ovulation test, and it is negative. It's my iPad, so it won't focus, but it's negative. I did take it at work today because since I got the flashing smiley, I'm going to start taking the ovulation test twice a day instead of once a day. Yeah. I am trying very hard not to be stressed out this cycle. At the start of the cycle, I was extremely stressed out and not able really to function in the day, let alone all of that stuff. So my husband and I have been going out weekly on little kind of dates. Last weekend we went bowling. The weekend before that we went to a corn maze, so that was kind of fun. With Halloween tonight, we are avoiding children. We probably are going to end up dressing up and going to the bar, just so that we're away from children, because I really don't want to be around kids right now. It's so funny because I work at a school, and I'm fine all day long, and then when I get around other children, like in the store or around the neighborhood, my heart like starts beating. I get really anxious and nervous, and I don't know, that's really weird. Does that happen to anybody else? Do you get kind of anxiety around being with other people's children? It looks like I have makeup on, like right here, but I don't. It's just the reflection from the tree that I'm sitting next to. What else? I did do the Xolair injection last week, last Friday actually, a week ago, and so far I haven't had daily hives anymore, but I am still getting hives, and now the ones that I get are pretty large. I would say between a $1/4 or a $1/2 size and the size of a small lime. They're about this big, each one, if my fingers made a full circle. So I don't know if that was supposed to help or not. And the other thing that they did was the orthopedic surgeon put a nerve block in my foot because they found a neuroma, which is basically an inflamed nerve that created scar tissue. I don't know why it took them so long to find that. I've been complaining that my feet hurt since, or my foot anyways, hurt since I fell, and he just discovered it like a week ago. So, as far as that goes, my foot is feeling a little bit better. It's still, when I put tennis shoes on, is very squeezing. It's like a pressure feeling. But if I push on the top of my foot, that pain is gone for now. And then he referred me out to a back doctor. I don't know what they're actually called, but a doctor to take a look at the nerve in my back, because apparently if you pinch a nerve in your back, it can cause foot pain, especially when the bottom of the nerve is constricted. So if it's constricted at the top and the bottom, it compounds the problem. So they're thinking maybe that's why my ankle is continuing to swell after all of this time. So I go in for that doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and then we'll kind of see what happens from there. And then I go into the fertility specialist on the 10th, and also I go to the pelvic pain doctor a few hours later, and then I go back to the orthopedic doctor for my foot on the 11th. So there's a lot of appointments coming up pretty quickly. I do think that I talked about my husband's semen analysis. It was done 2 weeks ago almost, which the results were really good. So we're just kind of, playing this month by ear. Since I did get the flashing smiley face today, we are going to be starting our marathon a little bit earlier than we had anticipated, but that's okay. So basically what we're going to do is have daily intercourse from now until the time that ovulation has been confirmed, and hope we catch the egg or eggs, depending on how many release. And so when I go to the reproductive endocrinologist on the 10th, we should be about a week or so into the 2-week wait. So whatever tests she decides to run or whatever she wants to do will be, only about a week out from that. So that's pretty good. Unless we're pregnant, then we won't need to do them. There was some confusion on the HSG. She wanted me to do an HSG instead of the SIS. Ow, I bit my tongue. But she forgot that I am allergic to the iodine contrast, so which is why I wasn't able to do any testing this month. So, and then I have to go to the fertility clinic instead of the hospital, because the hospital apparently is not equipped to do the testing that I need. One thing I did do was I wrote to the CEOs of Whole Foods, which is the company that my husband works for. Currently there are 42 Whole Foods, or 42 states that have Whole Foods in them, and either 13 or 14 of the 42 states are in mandated states in which infertility treatments are required to be covered under the health insurance. So I wrote to the CEOs asking them if they could include infertility treatments for the states that are not mandated to cover infertility, because I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that it would benefit. And I kind of told them our story, with 3 miscarriages and surgery and all that stuff, and I haven't heard back, but I don't know that I will. The benefits package is set to re-enroll in either November or December, so I guess we'll see if my letter worked or not then. But we are going to be taking a better look at the different insurance packages to make sure that we're selecting the one that's going to be most beneficial and cost effective for us. So if you are in a state that does not mandate infertility coverage under your health insurance policy, apparently if you write to your human resources or talk to human resources, they can add that benefit on just as an extra package. I was reading statistics that say that it's really only, I think, $3 more a month for the infertility coverage than with no infertility coverage. And then there was also another statistic that said that premiums could actually drop as low as $1 per person per month, because people are electing more costly treatments that are fertility treatments but are billed differently, such as tubal unblockage is not technically considered an infertility treatment, but it costs more for the tubal reversal treatment than it does a round of IVF. So a lot of insurance companies are willing to add that if you talk to your health insurance provider or your human resources, because it will actually cost them less. So just sharing that little bit of tidbit of information. I do need to get back to work, so I'm going to cut this video now, and I will update you guys in a few days. Talk to you later. Bye.